Chair now recognizes Ms. Brown from Ohio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Food and Drug Administration exists to protect the public. It makes sure the foods we eat, the medicines we take, and the cosmetics we buy are safe and effective. Before any of these products reach store shelves, the FDA carefully reviews their development, testing, manufacturing, and labeling. And the agency keeps checking even after products are approved and available to make sure they remain safe and reliable. This work is vital. People need to trust that the FDA is making decisions based on science and facts. Unfortunately, from day one, the Trump administration has worked to undermine that trust. RFK pushes misinformation and lies. And just last week, President Trump recklessly fired thousands of workers across the FDA. These hardworking individuals, many of whom have been at the agency for decades and dedicated their lives to public service, were locked out of the building with no explanation. This isn't so-called government efficiency. It's playing petty politics with the health and well-being of the American people. These mass layoffs will delay reviews for new treatments and make it harder to ensure the safety of consumer products. Dr. Kessler, how will these staff cuts affect the agency's ability to oversee everyday consumer items like personal care products and cosmetics? And additionally, what is the typical review timeline for those products, and how might that change with less staff?
I think it endangers the safety of all Americans. I mean, I am told, for example, that no inspectors are cut. But what I hear is now the inspectors have to do all their administrative work themselves. Right? Their travel cards are restricted. Laboratories can't purchase the supplies that they need, so they're not being used efficiently. They can't do their jobs. And this just makes no sense to me. I don't understand, right, what the strategy is. Why would you take the entire infrastructure of the FDA and blow it up?
There you go.
Thank you. The FDA plays a role in our everyday lives, right? Even if we don't see it. In 2023, after hearing troubling reports from around the country, Congresswoman Presley and I asked the FDA to investigate the link between chemical hair straighteners, often used by women of color, and uterine cancer. Shortly after, the FDA proposed a ban on formaldehyde in those products. But when the agency missed the deadline to ask, we followed up late last August because our communities deserve answers and action. Black women have long faced discrimination and scrutiny for how we wear our hair, pressuring many of us to turn to certain hair products just to meet societal expectations. But here's the truth. Many of these products are poorly regulated and pose serious health risks. Studies have shown alarming results. Most recently, Consumer Reports revealed that several synthetic hair braiding products used predominantly by Black women contain known carcinogens. This is not just about beauty, it's about public health. So let me be absolutely clear. These hair products we rely on every day are putting our health at risk. Today, we sent another letter to the FDA urging them to move forward with the banning of formaldehyde in relaxers. With that being said, Dr. Kessler, given the historical underregulation of personal care products marketed towards Black women, what should the FDA be doing right now to ensure these products are thoroughly tested and safe? And during your time as FDA Commissioner, did you encounter any barriers when it came to addressing equity and product safety?
Congresswoman, I just want to applaud you and your colleagues' efforts. I think the issue you have raised is an enormously important one, and I applaud you for that.
Thank you. So I'm assuming there were some challenges there, and by your response, I'm grateful for your accolades. But I want to say this. We can't let the new administration drop the ball on something this important. So I plan to stay engaged and hold this administration accountable. Passing laws like the Crown Act to prohibit hair-based discrimination is critical, but we also need to crack down on products that impact women's health and well-being. By requiring safety testing and making sure that public health research reflects the diversity of the market, we can help build a safer, healthier, and more trusted America. So with that, I want to say thank you, and I yield back the balance of my time.